So here are two economic reports you need to be aware of before the market opens tomorrow. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Thursday. Tomorrow, June 2nd, there are two series of economic reports that I want to make sure that you are aware of. The first one is the non-farm payrolls, and then the second one is the unemployment rate. So the number of jobs that are being created, the expectation I've seen anywhere from 190 to 195,000. Now, why is this significant? I'm going to share that with you, and I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible to understand, right? So our main focus right now is the Federal Reserve on the next interest rate hike, right? Other than the U.S. debt ceiling deal hopefully being passed by Senate tonight, the other focus is the Federal Reserve finally going to stop raising interest rates, or are they going to continue to raise interest rates? Well, we kind of have to think backwards, right? Based off of what Jerome Powell has said in the past before, they just want to see economic data to support the case that the economy is slowing down. So when these non-farm payrolls, number of jobs being created, as well as unemployment rate report comes out, we want to see that the economy is slowing down. So what would that mean? That means that hopefully, weirdly to say, right? Hopefully less jobs are being created. And second, that the unemployment rate goes up. That would support the case that there is a weaker labor market. And yes, the Federal Reserve can pause with rate hikes because the labor market and the economy is feeling the pressure. Does that make sense? At least to me, that was a much more simple way to understand why we are looking for a higher unemployment rate. It's a very backwards way of thinking. But again, we try to think about it and through the eyes of the Federal Reserve. So with that being said, 190 to 195,000 is the expectation. If this comes in higher, probably not a good thing. If the unemployment rate comes in lower than expected, right now, 3.4%, expectation is 3.5. Do you see how, again, the expectation is for it to come in higher and for jobs to come in lower, supporting the case of a slower labor market, slower economy. Makes sense, right? But if we come in higher than expected on either one of those two, the market could react in a negative way, and it's because of how the Federal Reserve could react based off of that. And that's because of, then the Federal Reserve on their next interest rate hike, which is an FOMC meeting, can justify announcing another rate hike, which wasn't already factored into the market. And if they announce another rate hike and justify another rate hike, and then that gets factored into the market, then the market will most likely react in a negative way because raising interest rates therefore make it more expensive for people like you and I and businesses to borrow money. Very simple, right? Again, this is all something that we're going to be covering in my free live trading session tomorrow. You don't have to join, but if you've ever wanted to see me trade live, you guys know that I do this every single day with the LPP team. Tomorrow, I'm hosting a free live trading session right at market open. All you have to do is save your spot and show up. It's free to watch, it's free to join, and I'm going to be giving away $1,000 during this free live. I've been doing it for the past 4 Fridays. Tomorrow's the last one. So tomorrow at market open, free live trading. If you want to save your spot, it's the first link in the description down below. And yes, of course, we're going to be covering what came in 1 hour before the market opened, because all of these reports are released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is 1 hour before the stock market opens. So if you are someone that wants to not have to take this on your own, then again, join the fun, right? Trading can be very lonely, and I feel like, if you ever want to see what it's like to watch me trade live, but to also be a part of a community, hopefully you can take a couple of minutes and watch us tomorrow at market open for our free live trading. So again, that's going to be the first link down below. If you have any questions before even saving your spot, send me a direct message via Discord or via Instagram, and that's all linked in the description down below. Please be aware of fake accounts. There are a bunch of fake accounts out there that will pretend to be me. I'm verified on Instagram, I'm verified on YouTube, and I'm verified on Twitter. I will never message you first. I will never ask you for money, and I will never trade for you. Those are all fake accounts pretending to be me. I don't trade crypto. I don't do anything like that. I offer one service, and that's trading live every day with my LPP team. That's all. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. Don't forget to check out our GTR giveaway. That's the 4th link in the description down below. It ends in just 3 days. So if you haven't entered, feel free to check that out, and you might be walking away with a GTR or 50K cash. Appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.